Most of us enjoy getting away once, maybe twice a year to go on vacation. It's usually something that is planned and that we look forward to weeks and months in advance. You get all packed up, you board the airplane, you check in at the hotel, maybe even do a little sightseeing, and then you wind down in the evening with a nice meal. But what happens when you get back to the hotel and you start feeling sick? This is a traveler's worst nightmare. Will the sick feeling go away, or is it something that is really going to require medical attention? Getting sick or injured on vacation ruins the fun because it can cause unnecessary stress and put a dent in your wallet. When packing, there are two very important items that need to be included. The first is a copy of your medical insurance card, and the second is a copy of your medical record. Most people carry their health insurance card with them in their wallet at all times. But if you're like me, I tend to change purses, change to a smaller purse, a smaller wallet when I'm traveling. So I really have to think about what I'm going to put in my wallet and my purse. To think about what I don't want to take, so I do have room for my insurance information. Carrying my insurance information is a must. The card will help me find in-network providers or facilities if an emergency should occur. There are people who think carrying their insurance card puts them at risk for identity theft, but truly the benefits of carrying it outweigh the negatives. If you should need a provider or a facility, you have the name of the insurance company on the card, along with your member ID number and your group number. So you can quickly identify if a provider is in network or out of network. If the visit is out of network, there are a couple of things that can be done. The first thing is, if your health allows, you can actually ask to be transferred to an in-network facility. If your health does not allow, then many times you can explain the emergent situation to the insurance company along with supporting medical documentation to get the stay approved. How do I know this? I've worked in the healthcare field for over 25 years, both in the admitting department and in the medical records department. So once the insurance information has been presented, the next important information to provide is your medical history. Now, for most people, that seems kind of insignificant, but it is very important for healthcare providers to know what medications you're on, what surgeries you've had, what you're allergic to, and what is your overall medical history. Without that information, there's a chance you will be treated inappropriately. I learned this the hard way. My family had gone on a beach vacation last summer, and my oldest daughter ate a fresh mango. She became very allergic to the mango and had a reaction. We ended up in the emergency department of an unfamiliar hospital. I did have our insurance information with me, but I didn't have a copy of her medical information. Who would have thought I would have needed medical information on an 18-year-old? Her face was all swollen. She was having difficulty breathing. She had hives that covered her body. The emergency room physician started her on a high dose of both steroids and Benadryl by IV. Since I didn't have her records and I was a nervous wreck because she was so sick, I wasn't thinking straight. The doctor didn't know that she was allergic to some of the steroids. So because she was given a medication that she was allergic to, she ended up as an inpatient in the hospital rather than just a simple emergency room visit. Many people find themselves in this same situation. This was a big wake-up call for me. So if you don't have a copy of your medical records, you need to make a point to get a copy. There is a law in place that entitles every person the right to access their records and to receive a copy of them. To request your records, you'll have to fill out an authorization for disclosure of health information from your provider or your hospital. This law actually gives the health provider up to 30 days to provide the information to you. So don't wait until the last minute to get a copy. So if you have plans to travel in the future, you might want to go ahead and get the paperwork completed. Many times a medical record consists of hundreds of pages, and a lot of it is not necessarily information that you would need. So make sure that you go through, you look at everything in your record, and you actually get the pertinent information that would be necessary for a provider to have. Now, you can request your information to be printed on paper. You can also request the information to be downloaded to a CD or to a thumb drive. Most of the time when you're traveling, a CD or a thumb drive gives you more flexibility and it's easier to travel with. Don't get caught out in the cold like I did. I thought this was something that happened to other people, but not to me or my family. I, of all people, should have known better. So from my personal experience, I hope that I have not only convinced you to keep a copy of your health insurance card with you when you're going on vacation, but also keep a copy of your health information with you. This information can save your life. We are lucky that we had a positive outcome, even though medication was given that delayed my daughter's healing, but not everyone is that lucky. So take the time to protect yourself and get a copy of your medical information. Thank you.